Better core, better breathing. This is the finale, part 16 of the stack. If you have been following along, it's time to take this vertical. So the challenge here is you're not going to have much of the floor to help you organize your body. You also are going to have to deal with gravity, and we're going to have to add in a few new body parts like knees and feet. However, it's kind of essential that you know how to make the muscles work together, how to organize your body when you're up against gravity. So here are some of my favorite ways to get started. One of my favorite places to start is high sitting. The big challenge here is to keep your spine elongated, but to keep your pelvis and ribcage stacked. If you are feeling this through your hip flexors, there's the option to drive out. You can also try driving in. Both may help you find a better muscle balance around your hips, but it does mean you do not have a stable punctum fixum in your core. So recheck your quality of stability, your breathing, or try a different base position. If you're feeling confident, the next step is to lean back. This will challenge your core more. Beyond that, you can start to add a weight. Another great place to start is the transition from kneeling to high kneeling. Just make sure you stack your pelvis and your rib cage. Find your intra-abdominal pressure 360 degrees around and hold on to your pelvis as you come up. Keep that tension in the front. That will help you find the expansion you need all the way around, especially in the back. And if you're doing well, add a weight. Pro tip here, keep driving the shins into the ground, and that will help you find your abdominal wall. Also, if you're holding a weight, keep the elbows in. This will help keep your shoulders open. Drive the elbows a little bit forwards, which helps bring the rib cage back over the pelvis. Let's move up to half kneeling. Start by organizing your pelvis and your rib cage. Then you can challenge it with an overhead press. Just make sure you don't take your rib cage with you. Another great option in half kneeling is a palloff press. Once you are organized, rib cage and pelvis, then you can press out. This is an anti-perturbation drill. Just make sure you do not disturb the quality of the stability. Let's go all the way vertical and try a squat. This means we have to add your foot. There are many ways to set up your foot. The simplest is to think of a tripod. Your big toe pad, your little toe pad, and the center of your heel. And then disperse the weight equally through those 3 points. I also want you to remember back to the stack part 14 where we worked on hip dissociation from your core. That is exactly what we need to do in a squat. In this variation, I'm using wedges. This helps keep my rib cage back over my pelvis and my stack more vertical. I recommend breathing in when you come down and breathe out when you come up. Then hold on to your stack. Try not to do the butt wink at the bottom or go into that anterior pelvic tilt and rib flare, which is your extension compression strategy. Marching is another great way to challenge your stack against gravity and against movement. You can start with a kettlebell at your side, or the option to rack the kettlebell, or even the option to bring it all the way overhead. Offset loads like this are fabulous for your core, not only challenging it vertically, but it brings in your oblique chains. Hunt for differences side to side. Those are a few ideas to get you started, but you can take it to anything. Walking, running, a Bulgarian split squat, a supinated bar hang. You're really only limited by your imagination. The big take-home message is that we want to organize your body so that you can get the muscles working together to create this pressure strategy, which elongates your spine, expands your ribcage, supports your body, instead of a tension strategy that compresses your body. If you want to go back and review some of the points that we went through in this series, it's all below on my Instagram page. But even easier, I've got a link to a blog post where I have everything posted there too. Okay, that's it for now. If you have questions, send them my way. I did have some fabulous questions from all of you, and we're going to be discussing them coming up.